Montezuma Castle in Arizona, United States is a well-preserved cliff dwelling built by the indigenous Sinagua people around 1100 AD. Covering an area of about 4,000 square feet, Montezuma Castle is an impressive limestone and mud structure with 20 rooms. Evidence of permanent habitation similar to that at Montezuma Castle begins to appear in the archaeological record of Arizona's Verde Valley around 1050 AD. The first distinct Sinagua culture may have occupied the area as early as 700 AD. The area was abandoned by the eruption of Sunset Crater Volcano, about 60 miles 97 kilometers to the north, in the mid-11th century. Although the short-term impact may have been devastating, the nutrient-rich sediments deposited by the volcano may have helped facilitate more extensive agriculture in the decades that followed. During that time, the Sinagua lived on the surrounding plateau and supported themselves with small-scale agriculture that depended on rainfall. After 1125, the Sinagua settled the Verde Valley, using the Verde's reliable watershed alongside irrigation systems left by earlier inhabitants, possibly including the Hohokam, to support more extensive agriculture. The population of the area likely peaked around 1300 CE, with the castle housing between 30 and 50 people in at least 20 rooms. Radiocarbon dates from several construction blocks indicate that the cliff dwelling was probably built in the mid-1100s AD with renovations and additions in the last decade of the 1200s. A neighboring segment of the same cliff wall indicates a larger dwelling castle A existed around the same time, of which only the stone foundation survives. Its discovery in 1933 revealed numerous Sinagua artifacts and greatly enhanced understanding of their way of life. The last estimated occupation date for a Sinagua site is from Montezuma Castle, around AD 1425. After this, the Sinagua apparently abandoned their permanent settlements and migrated elsewhere, as did other cultural groups in the southwestern United States at that time. The reasons for the abandonment are unclear, but possibilities include drought, resource depletion, and clashes with the newly arrived Yavapai. Because of very little human contact since its abandonment, Montezuma Castle is well preserved. For safety and preservation reasons, the general public is not allowed to enter Montezuma Castle and has not been able to do so since 1951. Those interested in further exploring the history and excavations of the castle can do so through the on-site museum. A visitor center provides services for those unable to enter the castle. Inside, you can visit a museum that displays artifacts found at the site, including stone tools, bone needles, and shell or gemstone ornaments. The museum also explores the Sinagua culture, highlighting their extraordinary craft skills and their role as prolific traders, as many objects made by other communities have been found among the ruins. For those who don't have the opportunity to visit the museum, the National Parks Service has collaborated on a digital virtual museum so you can now view photos, maps, and historical artifacts from Montezuma Castle online. Additionally, the site is visited by approximately 400,000 visitors each year. The park is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day of the year except Christmas Day. For those interested in the history of a place, this is a must-visit. If you want to visit Montezuma Castle, it is located just off Interstate 17 at exit 289. Montezuma Castle is easily accessible by car. There is a 0.3-mile paved trail from the visitor center that follows the base of the cliff where the ruins are located.